So I start this garden show round with my art studio windowsill, which is now full of sunflowers that the kids and me have planted up, and there is a little bit of a competition going at the minute, and I think my daughter's sunflower there is winning at the moment. It's a rather soggy and kind of full moon lackluster, I've got no energy garden tour today after a couple of days of torrential rain, in which the roses took a battering because these pallets which I've painted ready to go around the hot tub got blown onto them, which is a shame. So they're looking a bit droopy today, but still rather magnificent. And the lavender's coming into flower, which looks beautiful against the Belfast sing. And the chives, which are so loved by the bees, the flowers are fading away a little bit. I've planted in this week a nasturtium and pulled out a little bit of this mint, because as everybody knows, the mint loves to take hold. Over here, this geranium from last year is coming into flower, and I thought it was red, but it's coming through pink, which was a nice surprise. And the dahlia from last year. And a slightly deeper pink geranium from last year, and the fuchsia. A lot of planting up. I put soil in both of these two blue renovated and saved planters. I've done the same planting in both. I've put a couple of tomatoes, which are yellow tomatoes. So there's a couple of tomato plants. A bit of the mint that I pulled out of the herb garden has gone in each. And there are some dahlias, and there are some nasturtium. Look at the droplet of rain in that nasturtium. Looks like a jewel. And at the back I've put some sweet pea. But some of these sweet peas don't seem to be doing too well, so I'm not sure. This is a freebie that my friend Jez, who is a superstar, he brought that down for me. He thought I might be able to do something with it in the garden, and I love it. And you can see here's the other planter, again the same planting, nasturtium. This was a bit of a plant that grows everywhere. Hi Rupert, you wondering what I'm looking at? The sweet peas are doing a bit better in the back of this. And again, 2 tomato plants are in, and some mint. I can't remember whether, I think these might have been planted last time. But anyway, I put beans in the back. But this week I have attached some fallen branches from the top of the garden to create a trellis for them. And you can see they've started to wrap already. And this side, I've done the same thing. And the 2 beds either side of the steps from the patio, you can see the oxeye daisies are still putting on a lovely show. And the poppies have opened up amid torrential rain, so they're doing well to still keep their petals. This bed you can see a little bit more into it at the moment, because all the pots of potatoes that were around here, I've spent a lot of time repotting potatoes in the top garden in containers that are big enough, and I've moved it all so we can actually see into this bed now, and you can see the size of the fern in there. And I put a trough of strawberries here to get the light and some more strawberries. Under the salad bed, we have loads of salad leaves. Oh my goodness, I've not spotted that before. Look at that, that's going crazy. We've got some flowers beginning on the sweet peas at the back, which are finally finding that trellis. And again here, still need a bit of help with that trellis. And all the way around, we've just got loads of growth, loads of different lettuces. The coriander's taking on its proper leaf now. Something is nibbling on the zinnias, but I've got a few more that I can replace that with. So the salad bed's looking great. I've still to plant up the gutter. I've got some more nasturtium to go in there. And I've also been planting up these two beds here. And you can see there's lots of flowers here. There's dahlia, there's zinnia, there are some more sunflower seeds have been put in there. In the centre here there's cauliflowers and cabbages, and there's kale in this bed, all surrounded to stop the dogs from jumping in. These side bars just simply pull out if I need to work the bed. And in this bed, which is shady under the tree, I've put spinach. So you can see the spinach beginning to come up there. There's two different types of spinach. The sunflowers in the corner to mirror the this headboard, which looks like a sun. And then there's flowers as well. So it's a mixture of flowers and veg and salad leaves. But I'm still fighting with time to try and get all of these different things out. Here are the nasturtium that are planted up ready for the guttering. There's lots more lettuces. The greenhouse is full as well. Cabbages and cauliflower. There's lots more Livingston daisies, more zinnias. These are all lettuces as well. I tidied up this bed, but the dogs keep jumping in it. Honestly, it drives me mad. See, there were a load of zinnias there, but look, can you see they destroy it by jumping in search of long grass to eat. And you see I've got Livingston daisies here ready to be potted out. And carrots. The carrot bed is showing life. Still have this bed to plant up, but I have made the gate this week as well, which I'm really pleased with. It's my first ever gate. The hole I think is too high and narrow for the dogs to jump through, but I have something to go in there when it stops raining. The sides, if you can see, are wired. So although it looks like there are gaps at the sides for the dogs to get through, they can't. And it simply pulls shut and they can't get through. So all of this space here now can start making some plans to plant up. The peas are already in and the peas are beginning to wrap. And over here on this shady wall you can see the clematis is beginning to show some life on that one, and the hostas are coming through. Not so much on this one, that one's struggling a little bit, but we will wait and see. I've tidied up all my pots and I've got a little potting table here, and if we peek through inside the greenhouse you can see all my tomatoes are still desperate for a home, which I haven't made yet in the garden. But I have spent ages potting up all of my cucumbers, and then underneath down here And all along here there are pots of pepper plants. So as soon as the tomatoes are out, I'm going to get the shelving out and get all of the peppers and the cucumbers growing in there and positioned properly. But I'm really pleased with my gate. It made me happy getting that fixed in between rain showers. This wild geranium, which is positioned at the back here, has found its way up to the light, which I adore. And if you can see, it is beginning to get flowers on it, which is wonderful. And then there are beans this side, and a dahlia is beginning to flower there. And there's a wildflower bed from the back. Dogs chasing each other. Come on. And another job that I had to do this week was finish potting up all of the potatoes. So they all got planted into bags of varying descriptions, and they're much happier. I've potted all of these up as well in bags and dog food biscuit bags and old broken buckets. And then there's some over there as well. So all the potatoes are done. This is a new bed, and I think that might be a new bed. I don't think that was on last week's video. So that's got the main crop of potatoes in. This is mange too. And the strawberry barrel has been giving off lots and lots of fruit, which has been fantastic. The kids have loved that. So I think it's beginning to look a little bit more like a garden from certain angles. And the feverfew is in flower. I just love this so much. This was a tiny cutting from my friend Lisa, given to me on the school run. And I split it and spread it around, along with this as well, which I split and spread around. And you would not believe how much one little cutting, how much fabulousness you can get from a little cutting from a friend. So thank you, Lisa. That little cutting you gave me certainly didn't go to waste. And the hosta's still showing its monster self. You can see there's some more feverfew coming through at the back there. And foxgloves. And the climbing hydrangea is in flower for the first time. And the peony, which has been battered in the storms a little bit. But that's been a beautiful surprise, even though it's looking a bit forlorn at the moment. And over this side, where I've got my nettle patch for caterpillars, I love my nettle patch. And that's staying, but above it, this Lavatera has come into flower, and it is the most divine colour. I absolutely love it. It's so pretty, and it just adds some colour over the nettles to what could be a forgotten corner. So that's it for another week from the Magic Garden. Hopefully next week I'll have a little bit more energy. I think the full moon has really knocked me for 6 this week. I hope you all have a lovely week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.